Okay, so today I have a real treat. Somebody sent me a 4-player Atari football board to repair a small graphics problem it has. The description is the O characters are more like U's. So I will take a look at that and see what's going on. I don't have a test harness for this one, so I'm going to use my generic harness that I made for such an occasion. Because I'll probably never work on one of these again. These are very rare. They made less than 1,000 of these machines. But I will use my test harness and my generic harness, I should call it, and just hook up power and video. I won't be able to test controls or audio, but that's not what the problem is. It's a graphics problem. So I will do that, and let me get it hooked up and we'll see what it looks like. Honestly, I don't know what to expect. I do have the pinout. I printed that out. Schematics are available online, and I've looked up what I think might be the problem for the motion object graphics, because that's what's moving. The little X's and O's are moving, so those are moving objects or motion objects. So I will focus on those chips with my probe and see what I can figure out. So I've got it hooked up here. I've got 5 volts and ground connected, and also the video connected. I actually didn't even need to use edge connector because I forgot that Atari has these test points. So I just grabbed onto the different test points, and I'm ready to power up and see what we get. I need to adjust the 5 volts first off. It's probably going to be a little low because this is a pretty big board, and I can't find my screwdriver. There it is. So let's fire it up and see what we get. All right. I would have expected an LED light on the board, but I don't see one. I guess they didn't give one. So let me see what the picture is here. I kind of see something going on, but the sync is off. I may have to find a better sync point instead of just tying it to the video out. Let me go ahead and stop the video here, and I'll check the voltage and get that adjusted for 5 volts. So I've got it all wired up. I got the power and ground. I connected 2 power and grounds because the voltage was being I was losing too much voltage in the long wires that I had in the harness. So I boosted it, and that got the voltage up where I needed it to be. I've got a stable picture now, and as you can see, there's the graphic problem I suppose that they're talking about. And it's really pretty simple. There's PROM chips for the alphanumerics and the motion objects. And I figured out if I press on the chip, you see it's coming in. So that socket's going to be bad. Someone had socketed that before. So I will just replace that, and I will be back. All right, so this is one of the PROMs for the graphics, for the letters or numbers and field and stuff like that, motion objects. And here's the other one. And I didn't know this, but these are the same chips, the exact same graphics chips as used in the regular football, the regular 2-player. So that's interesting. It has the same part number and everything, so they should be interchangeable. Now, I thought this might have been added by somebody, but now I don't know. I mean, because these look original to me. Atari had 2 options. You could have 4 ROMs or 16 PROMs. And these look like original PROMs, and it's the exact same style as this one. So this may be an original from Atari, but why would that have been installed for one but not the other? I don't know, but these are notoriously bad. They just don't hold up well, especially after, what is it, 40 years? This came out in 1980-ish. Yeah, like 45 years ago. So I will be replacing that with a more reliable one. I don't like machined ones. I like, let's see if I've got an example. Let's see. No. Yes, these are the kind that I like this. So that's what I'll put in there. And I think that's even the right size. Let's see. Oop, I can't see what I'm doing. Yep, that looks like the right size. So I will be installing that one there, and that should make it good for another 45 years. There's other ones too, but I don't want to touch anything if it's good. I was given a specific task on this. I did see a broken, broken capacitor here. I will be removing that. I won't be replacing it. With that open like that, first of all, it's got a sharp edge, and second of all, I guess it would be more tendency to short. But there are so many of these, and really I don't even know why they bothered putting these on there. They don't do much. So I will remove that one, and it won't be a big deal. So let me replace this socket right here, and I'll get it back together, and we'll see how it does. All right, so I got the new socket in, no problems. Came out real nice. Here's the old socket. You can kind of tell the quality is not that great. These pins can actually remove from the housing easy. These do not come out easy. And I removed the broken cap. So I will install the PROM chip. Let's do that right now. Make sure it's in the right direction. Oh yeah, that feels good. So it's installed. Let me hook up all the power and video, and we'll see what it looks like, and we'll watch the game a little bit. All right, it's all back together and powered up, and really looks very similar to the 2-player game. I've never seen the 4-player game before. It's got the line of scrimmage indicator, which is different. That's neat. It also has field goals on each end, so also it looks like the play is a little bit different. They have different plays. But they're using the exact same graphics, so yes, they're going to look very similar. I looked this up. They only made 901 of these 4-player games, much more rare than the 2-player, which I think they made over 10,000. I think they made over 12,000, honestly. So yeah, there's definitely some differences. This game has 2K more ROM, more program memory than the 2-player. So they had more room to program stuff in. This game's supposed to have a field goal ability. I'd like to see if they do an example in the demo. It's got the same midfield football symbol as the 2-player, and that's dip switch controlled on the 2-player. I assume that's the same as the 4-player, or the same with the 4-player. So far, no problems with the graphics. While that's playing and warming up, just wanted to comment on the sync for this. The board has vertical and horizontal sync test pads, or test points, if you will. And my monitor actually requires a composite sync. That means both the horizontal and video are merged together through like an OR gate. So I looked on the schematics to see where they did that. And as it turns out, they do it on this chip in between those 2 test points. And on pin 1 is where it's composite. So I traced that out and found a resistor, this resistor on the end here in this pack of 5. If you connect your sync to that one that's towards the inside of the board, that gives you a solid sync. Otherwise, if you only hook up to video sync on one of these test pads over here, if you only hook up the video sync, then you'll get a scrolling screen. I mean, you can still see the picture, and you might be able to get to quit rolling on you, but no, it's easier just to do that. But it's got a very good picture. It's nice and stable. I'm not seeing the video glitches. Let me push on that socket. Yeah, there's nothing going on. The picture is nice and stable. Pushing on the socket doesn't do anything. This board is very clean. It has had work before. Apparently these 2 RAMs was giving somebody trouble. It looks like, I guess both of them were replaced. It looks like they didn't replace them with new ones, though. It's hard to tell. This is what you would have seen if they were the same. From the factory, they would have used all the same brand. See, like all these are all AMD ones, I think. So one or two of those went bad, or maybe they thought it went bad. I don't know. But also there was another chip over here that was replaced. Other than that, though, I don't think it's been worked on. Those 3 chips were replaced at some point. That socket there that I just replaced was definitely an Atari installed socket. You could tell from the solder joints on the back side that it had not been touched. So, yeah, I still don't understand why they only did one of the 2 graphic PROMs, though. Why wouldn't you socket both of them? Anyway, it was a point of failure that they shouldn't have a problem with now. And I'm just going to let this run for a while before I send it back. But I think that's it. This board does seem to be slightly larger in size than the 2-player. Not significant, but it does seem like it's got more girth to it. And like I said, the 2-player only has 3 program ROMs. This one has 4. Each one of these is 2K, so this is 8K total. The 2-player has 6K. So yeah, cool. Again, I'm not doing anything but what I was told to do, and that was to fix the graphics, and mission accomplished. Hey, thanks for watching.